Hey, what's going on, guys? Hold on a second. Let me hit this click button. There we go. Running program set. I was waiting on you guys, and I'm glad you're here because today we are going shopping. If you're new to the channel, thanks for coming in. Welcome to Running with James. Make sure before anything, hit that like button, and please subscribe to the channel. And so today we are celebrating the new year. It is the first week of the new year. And so what we are going to do is we are going shopping. So what do I mean by shopping? Well, because it is a new year, we've got miles and miles to run. We've got new goals. Hopefully we're gonna be doing some racing here pretty soon. And so we've got to get some training in. And so part of that training is we've got to have the right gear on our feet. And so I know this because I have a limited budget, that we can't just go out and just buy whatever we want, whenever we want. And so my wife gave me permission to do this. She gave me $200. And so I have $200 to spend, and I have to go out and try to find as many shoes as I possibly can. So here I have kind of a goal set in mind. I want to try to get a daily trainer, a speed day shoe, a long run shoe, a trail shoe. And so we want to try to get at least 3 of those shoes, right? So any one of those different categories, 3 of those shoes that we can put into our daily rotations throughout the week. And so the point of this is to kind of show you guys, okay, how, if I have a budget, right? Maybe I can only afford $60 for a pair of shoes, or, if maybe I don't need, 3 different kinds of shoes or 4 shoes in my shoe catalog, how can I go out there and, get what it is that I do need on a budget? And so today, let's go in and do it.
Change your mind, change your life.
And take it slowly, ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make those shoes run. Here I go, here I go, here I go again. About to buy these shoes, not for my friend, but for me. That's right, my own 2 feet. I'm gonna make it right, gonna make it so sweet. Yeah, I got $160 to spend, but it's okay because it ain't a fin. I don't wanna offend anybody any day. I just want to be and run every day. This is how I do what I do when I do what I do. Yeah. Alright guys, so our first stop, we kind of mapped out where we're going to go. Our first stop is the outlet mall, right? Always a good place to go to. Usually find some good deals, especially toward the end of the year, because that's usually when they'll send like, overstock merchandise, things that they've done too much of, and so you can get some really good deals. So we're going to scope out Nike, we're going to scope out Adidas, Reebok, probably New Balance as well, and see what we can find, all right? I'm excited. It's raining, it's cold, good times. It's not bad, 50% off. That puts them at 60, 65, right? Those aren't too bad. These aren't bad. These aren't bad at all. I think this may be our first shoe. What do you think? Does it look fly?
I like it.
I like the color.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think this is our first one. I think we got it. We got one. It's Skechers. Now here's the downside about going to an outlet place that's Skechers and not really going online is they don't have the good stuff usually. So in other words, like the performance stuff. They just have like their everyday, what I consider the good stuff. So fingers crossed, maybe we can find some razors. Woo! That's that Skechers fire right there. You don't get this anywhere. You only get this at Skechers. And check this, that memory foam, you know, I don't know if you know, I have a memory foam mattress, and it just hugs you, right? I mean, you can't get out of it, but it hugs you, right? So maybe not that one. Just as I thought. Nothing we were looking for. It's okay. Move on to the next spot. Last spot we're going before we head out of here, so we're hit this Nike up. So it's hit or miss with Nike, right? You can get some good deals, or it could just be the same stuff you could have gotten online, right? So we're gonna head in right now. All right, so we actually have some pretty decent options here. We've got the Zoom Windflow. We've got the Vomero. We've got a couple Vomeros here. 69, that's not too bad. 69, it's decent. The Downshifter. So these are some pretty decent, some pretty popular versions of running shoes. I'm not a huge fan of them personally, so we're gonna skip this one. But if you're looking, there's some good options here, some decent options here. So this is a trail shoe. This is actually the Wild Horse 5. So 60 bucks with an additional 30% off. So that's a great price actually. All right, so they actually have several of the Nike Infinity Reacts as well, which was, you know, if you watched our last video last week, this was our long run shoe of the year for 2020. So this is a favorite. It's 99 bucks, so it's like $60, $70 cheaper. So that's actually a pretty good deal. But once again, we're looking for some new stuff that we haven't tried before, right? Or something maybe it's not new to us, right? So, and it's still, it's not cheap enough. We got to get it cheaper. 99 is not cheap enough. We got to get down. Got to get down. Here's the thing, man. Even if it's a great deal, if it's not something you want or something you're looking for, it doesn't mean you have to buy it, right? So you take your time, you don't get in a rush, you can probably find some pretty good things and not be disappointed. So I gotta find out how much this thing is real quick, but oh, wait a second. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's the Pegasus Trail too. That's a fairly new shoe. It just came out 2020. Obviously, this is not the match to it, so we'd have to find the other one, but 84 bucks, you get 30% off of that, right? So that's what? That's like 20 bucks, $25 or so off of that. Ooh, that might be in the world. So extremely comfortable. I don't know. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. 60 bucks, man. You can't beat that. 60. We're going. Shoe number 2. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. So that's here. We're gonna head over to, I think we're gonna check out Burlington and Ross next. So we're doing pretty good. All right, guys. So we're at Burlington now. Now I don't usually shop at Burlington, but I do know that a lot of times you can find some crazy stuff here. So we're gonna roll in. Let's go. Here we go. Zapatos para caballeros. Shoes for the man. And scene. Nothing, guys, nothing. So that's how it works out. Sometimes you find gold, and sometimes you find Jack Diddley Squat. And scene. Nothing here either, guys. Nothing here either. Nah. You win some, you lose some, you leave Marshall. It's kind of hard to drive and do the move because I need my feet to like kind of go different than my hands, and I can't move my lower body. So, all right, guys, we're making one more stop before we hit that TJ Maxx because we saw at Famous Footwear. This was actually my first job. I was 16 years old. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was the best shoe salesman you ever met. All right, guys. So we have done pretty good. That's the last spot that we are going to. So we're gonna head back now. So we got a daily trainer slash something I think we could do some long run in, and that Reebok. So that was around 60 bucks. And then we got our hands on that trail shoe, which we're still a little unsure on the sizing on that, but it was right at about $54. So we're right around the $110, $112 range. So we still have almost 100 bucks to spend realistically. And so we've kind of exhausted all of our out and about places. So the only place to go now is we got to hit the interwebs. And so I think we're going to find some deals there. So fingers crossed. We are 2 in with still $100 to spend. So I think we're doing well. All right. So here we go, guys. So like I said before, we are at a place now where we have to go to the interwebs. We got to go online. And so there are a few places that usually if I'm looking online that I kind of are go-tos. So one of them is obviously Amazon, right? We all know Amazon has tons of stuff from all over the world that you can go and get access to. So that's where we'll be looking. And now here's the thing, is you kind of need to have an idea. When you're looking online, you need to kind of already have an idea of what it is that you want, right? So it's hard, or unless it takes more time if you're just looking for a deal, quote unquote, a deal. So you need to have a kind of a vague idea, like do a search, right? So one of the shoes that I've been interested in is a trail shoe from New Balance, and it's the New Balance Hero 5. Now, they are releasing the Hero 6 here in the next few months, so I'm hoping that we'll maybe get a deal or we can find a pretty decent discount on that particular shoe. So we'll start there. Now, yes, I did already find a trail shoe, but we're still unsure about that because remember the sizing is not really, it's kind of on the edge. All right, so another thing also that's a good idea, if you are kind of have a concept of a shoe that you want, right? So you have a very specific shoe that you're looking for, obviously Google. And so right here, look at this. A Hero 5 trail running, it's on sale for $60, $57.98, but they don't have my size. So, why am I even looking at this shoe? Let's get away from this. They're just teasing me. They're just playing with my emotions. You know, playing with my money is like playing with my emotion. So this one is for $79. So Jackrabbit is actually one of the places I usually shop at online because they usually have some pretty good deals, and sometimes they'll have some very rare kind of like colors and stuff that you can only get there. So we fast forwarded a little bit of time, and I made the decision on the Nike shoe that I'd purchased that we're gonna have to let it go. I got some thicker socks on, tried it on, and it's too tight. So, but good thing is, I'm a great guy. I'm not gonna take them back. I have a friend of mine, Tommy. He wears a little bit smaller shoe size than me. He loves that shoe. So I'm gonna transition that shoe, get that shoe to him. And so I still we've only gotten one shoe basically now. So it's $60. So I found a couple of pair of shoes that I've been interested in, but here's the rub, right? And this is something you might wanna think about. It's a ladies shoe, right? So a lot of companies don't do, ladies and men's. They do unisex sizing. And so I used to work for a company where we sold shoes, boots, things of that nature. So I have a fairly decent concept of how you transition sizing and stuff like that. So New Balance and Ultra are both two shoe companies that actually make women's sizes, but we're gonna give this a shot because the Hero 5 that I've been wanting and looking for, that's usually $140, right now for a lady size 12 in a cool color, a color I really like, I can get it for $83. And so I just pulled the trigger and I made that purchase. And then I've also been looking at the Ultra Escalante, which is a more minimalist approach to running. So it's a zero drop, but I've been really thinking about it. I've had some people ask me about it. And so I can get a woman's size 12 for $66. So I pulled the trigger and I just bought 2 women's shoes. Deal with it, people, right? So we'll see what happens. The great thing about all of this, and so here's the thing I think we all have to understand, is running shoes are one of those things that it's okay to try things out, okay? And I suggest try them all out, right? Be considerate, right, of the companies and the manufacturers. So, don't wear a shoe for, a month and a half or 2 months and then send it back. I believe that's the wrong thing to do. But I think it's okay to order a pair of shoes, try them on, see if you like them, and if you don't like them, send them back. You usually know, you have a fair decent concept when you first put the shoe on, if you're gonna like it. And definitely after at least one run, you know whether you like the shoe or not. And so I'm gonna give these 2 shoes a try. I think we found our 3 shoes, right? So we found the Hero, we've got the Ultra, and then we've got the Reebok. And so let's do the math real quick and see where we stand on our pricing and make sure before I hit the buy now option. So we spent $60 on the Reebok. We want to spend $83 on the New Balance, and we're going to spend $65 on the Ultra. And our total is, ooh, $208, okay? So now we're $8 over. But here is a little secret, and I'm sure you guys probably all know this because you're smart. I was like, you know what, I always check this before I buy something online. I go in and I just type in whatever company I'm buying from. I'll type in Roadrunner promo code, right, or coupon code online, and Retail Me Not, there's a few different places that'll, you know, they'll give you a list of coupon codes. And I found a $20 off coupon code that I can use right here, and that takes me down to $198, or $188, I'm sorry, $188. So we are $12 underneath our goal. We hit it, we did it. So we've got 3 pair of shoes. We got a trail shoe, we've got a daily trainer / long run shoe, and we have a daily trainer / recovery / possible speed day shoe. So we did it, guys. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, make sure, if you haven't done so far, thumbs up, share it with the people that you love, because you always share James with the people that you love. And remember, when you change your mind, you can change your life. So change the way you think about making purchases, change the way you think about trying out new products, and change the way we handle this year. 2021, it's gonna be a great year. I'm speaking it into existence. Have a great day, guys.